Humanity's story is one of survival, bold exploration, and relentless curiosity. Across millennia, our ancestors faced the unknown with courage, driven by a desire to discover what lay beyond the horizon. Long before compasses or GPS, our ancestors gazed across vast oceans and saw opportunity, not limits. The sea was a mystery, but also a promise, a path to new lands, new resources, and new beginnings. They were pioneers, braving epic migrations across open water with nothing but the sun, stars, and their instincts. Every journey was a leap of faith, a test of endurance and imagination. How did they do it? How did they navigate such perilous journeys with so little technology? And what secrets did they carry in their minds? To find out, a team of scientists and adventurers set out to replicate a Stone Age sea voyage, determined to walk, or rather paddle, in the footsteps of our earliest explorers. Their mission? Build a primitive canoe using only ancient tools and materials, just as our ancestors would have done thousands of years ago. Then, they would attempt to cross a treacherous stretch of water, facing the same dangers and uncertainties as those who came before. This wasn't just about building a boat, it was about connecting with our past, testing the limits of human ingenuity, and understanding the spirit that drove our ancestors onward. No rescue helicopters, no emergency beacons, just skill, knowledge, and willpower. Every decision could mean the difference between success and failure. The experiment, called experimental archaeology, aimed to honor the courage and resourcefulness of our ancestors and to reveal the true challenges they faced. By reliving their journey, the team hoped to prove that what seems impossible today was once a reality, achieved through determination, teamwork, and ancient wisdom. Their success would depend entirely on ancient skills and teamwork, just as it did for those who first crossed these waters. The adventure was about to begin, a journey not just across the sea, but back through time, into the heart of human possibility. The first challenge, build a canoe, Stone Age style. No modern shortcuts, no power tools, just the raw determination to recreate a vessel as our ancestors once did, using only what nature provided. The team pored over ancient rock art and rare canoe fragments, searching for clues in every detail. They chose a dugout design, carved from a single massive tree, just as early humans might have done thousands of years ago. Finding the right tree was a feat in itself, requiring patience and a keen eye. But shaping it into a seaworthy vessel proved even harder, demanding both strength and ingenuity. There were no chainsaws, just flint hand axes, stone adzes, and wooden wedges. Each tool was painstakingly crafted, and every swing was a test of endurance. Every chip of wood was hard-won, every blister a lesson in patience. The work was slow, and the team quickly learned that persistence was as important as skill. They learned to work with the wood's grain, respecting its strengths and weaknesses. Each stroke had to be deliberate, guided by both intuition and experience. Fire became their ally, charring the log to make hollowing easier. But too much heat could ruin everything, so they watched the flames with a mix of hope and caution. The process was slow, blending brute force with careful control. Sweat dripped, muscles ached, but the vision of a finished canoe kept them going. Each step reconnected them to lost skills and ancient wisdom. The project became more than construction. It was a journey into the minds of those who came before. The canoe slowly took shape, a testament to human determination and Stone Age engineering. With every hour, the log transformed, echoing the ingenuity of our ancestors. This was more than a boat, it was a bridge to the past, a living link to the people who first dared to cross unknown waters. After days of labor, the vessel was finally ready for its true test. The team felt a mix of pride and anticipation as they prepared for the next step. The journey was about to begin, not just across water, but across time itself. As the canoe neared completion, the sense of anticipation grew among the craftspeople. Each person understood the significance of their work, knowing they were reviving a tradition that stretched back thousands of years. The brilliance of ancient design became clear with every detail. These early builders were not just making a boat, they were engineering a vessel that could withstand the unpredictable forces of nature. Every curve and angle served a purpose: speed, stability, and safety. The shape of the hull was carefully considered to glide smoothly across water, balancing agility with strength. The team checked the hull's thickness by sound, listening intently for any sign of weakness. They knew a single weak spot could mean disaster on the water, so every inch was inspected with care and experience. Stone tools, though simple, proved remarkably effective in skilled hands. The process was slow and demanding, but it allowed for a level of precision that modern tools sometimes overlook. Making and sharpening these tools was as vital as building the canoe itself. Each blade had to be perfectly shaped and maintained, ensuring it could carve, shape, and smooth the wood efficiently. Once hollowed, the canoe was smoothed with abrasive stones and sand. This finishing process was essential, removing splinters and creating a surface that would glide through water with minimal resistance. Waterproofing came next, using pine resin and beeswax to seal every crack. These natural materials protected the canoe from leaks, making it seaworthy and durable for long journeys. Each step was a direct link to the ancient world, connecting the present to the ingenuity and resourcefulness of our ancestors. The process was a living history lesson, unfolding with every stroke and every decision. After weeks of effort, the canoe stood ready, a beautiful, functional vessel born from a single tree. It was a testament to patience, teamwork, and the enduring spirit of human creativity. It was more than an artifact. It was a living piece of history, a bridge between the distant past and the present day. The team had resurrected a lost art, bringing ancient knowledge back to life through their hands and dedication. Now, the real adventure awaited on the open sea, where the true test of their craftsmanship would begin. Launch day arrived, excitement and nerves in the air. The crew, experienced paddlers and navigators, aimed for an island across a dangerous channel. No GPS, no compass, just a hand-drawn map, the sun, and the stars. As they pushed off, the canoe felt alive, every wave a new challenge. Teamwork was crucial, every paddle stroke had to be perfectly synchronized. A single mistake could capsize the boat. The navigator relied on the sun, stars, ocean swells, and seabirds to guide them. Dead reckoning and constant observation kept them on course. The journey was physically demanding, blinding sun, rationed water, aching muscles, but as they settled into rhythm, awe replaced fear. They were following the paths of ancient mariners, seeing the world as our ancestors did. The open ocean was both beautiful and unforgiving. The true test had begun. The ocean soon revealed its power. Calm waters turned choppy wind and waves battering the canoe. The crew bailed water frantically, fighting to keep the vessel afloat. Panic was the enemy, teamwork their only defense. Every muscle burned, but they pressed on, keeping the canoe's nose into the waves. Progress was slow, the sea relentless. As night fell, navigation became even harder. Landmarks vanished, only stars remained. The navigator read the constellations just as ancient seafarers did. Exhausted and cold, doubt crept in, but they encouraged each other to keep going. They weren't just paddling for themselves, they were proving history. Against the vast, indifferent ocean, they refused to give up. Human determination was their only lifeline. At their lowest, a faint shape appeared on the horizon: land. Relief and adrenaline surged as they paddled the final stretch. The canoe scraped the beach. They had made it. Their journey proved that early humans had the skill and courage for open water crossings. No modern tools, just ingenuity, knowledge, and grit. This experiment illuminated the mysteries of ancient migration. How people reached Australia, how Austronesians crossed the Pacific. These were planned voyages by skilled seafarers, not accidents. The journey brought history to life, connecting us to our ancestors as real, resilient people. It reminds us of our own potential for exploration and discovery. The past is full of adventures waiting to be rediscovered. All it takes is courage and curiosity. What ancient challenge will we tackle next?